Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve. This is Everyday Artist and welcome. This is my Flosstube 102, I think, something like that. Anyway, Rogue is right here behind me. She won't let me sit back. She's right here. Rogue, say hi. When I started bringing everything over here, she just ran over here and got up on the couch. She's like, I want to film. I have a little talk about quilting to do. I don't have any actual, well, I guess I have a tiny bit, but it's not really quilting. I started for making a bag. And I have two finishes. One kind of finished, not really finished, but it's going to be soon. I'll show you. And then we're going to do the giveaway at the end. And tiny bit of haul. The haul, I'm going to intersperse it in between because it's kind of connected to other things that I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I've had a really hard time thinking lately. Just not really, I don't know. I actually forgot my debit card in the slot of a card machine, because in between putting it in and it being credited, I forgot to take it out. Fortunately, this was Chick-fil-A and I got it right back. Do you remember last week? Right now we're all just getting ready for my dad's memorial, and I keep having to do things, and I keep thinking of other things that have to be done. And so my mind is very scattered. But I am going to jump right into things that make me happy. So you remember I showed you those fabrics that I wanted to use for that quilting pattern I bought last week. Well, I dug out the fabric that I was like, I thought I had a color on color. Here it is. You see the little holly leaves? That's what's going to go in between. And I think what I had planned of the two border fabric wasn't an inner border and an outer border, but enough for a border for the original quilt and whatever else I was going to make with the other pieces. So I think that's what I was thinking. Anyway, this is the background. I would have brought you all of that, but you know, you saw it last week, and I'm going to put pictures here just to remind you of what it was. Okay, so there's that. So I didn't actually quilt, but I found the rest of the fabric. Seems like that would be easier to do, but you know, I have fabric for very many different reasons, and I thought it was for something else when I first saw it. Okay, and then I showed you a while back some fat quarters that I bought, sunflowers and sky that I intended to use to make a bag. And sometime after buying that, my father passed away, and I just think about sewing. I have trouble sewing. Actually, I have to make something for the memorial for that. So it's a long story. Doesn't matter. So I was trying to, I kept thinking and thinking. I was like, can I make a sunflower with that fabric for the back of the bag? And I came up with this. Now, it's longer on the bottom because that just was what was left when I cut this 10-inch. I did two 10-inch squares and did the, you know, the easy 16, and that's what I came up with. And I'm going to put more sky fabric up here, and that'll dictate the size of the bag. And I might use a fancy zip on this if I have one that coordinates. It's going to be a zipper front bag. But what do you all think? Weird, huh? I don't know. After I finished it, I was like, do I even like this? I kind of do. I'm not sure. But I'm kind of like that way about pretty much everything right now. Just the cross stitching gives me more. What do I have on me now? Thread from something. Joy isn't the right word. Peace, maybe. But I think about sewing constantly. And shortly after my father's death, I thought I'd like to make a t-shirt quilt of some of his t-shirts. And I had seen a couple of tutorials on making t-shirt quilts, and I was like, I'm going to have to look those up, see if I, you know, what I need to get, what I need to do. And shortly after, oh, sorry. I thought I had things within my reach, but they're slippery. So I was cross-stitching and watching YouTubes and stuff like that, floss tubes and quilting tutorials and stuff like that. And I wasn't specifically looking for a t-shirt quilt tutorial, but I do follow Fat Quarter Shop and both of their quilting and their cross-stitch area. And they had a tutorial using this. It comes with a it's not hard like Creative Grids, but it's stiffer, you know, plastic, for measuring out where to cut on the t-shirt, and then the interfacing and batting already cut to size for doing a reversible t-shirt quilt. And it comes with the told you my brain isn't working, the sashing fabric and the border fabric. Sorry, my phone's on. And it comes in 3 colors, so you can get it with this black, red, or navy, I think. But I thought black would work best with all of my dad's shirts. And I went ahead and just, I saw the video and I went and bought it. I mean, immediately. Because I was already planning to do a t-shirt quilt, and I would have had to buy batting, and I would have had to buy interfacing, and I would have had to buy sashing fabric and border fabric. So I decided that couldn't go alone. So I got some Floss Packs. Now, I haven't used these before, and I just thought I would try them. I don't know. Because I would bobbinate them, but I'm too lazy. And you know, the fancy floss, they come on little cards, which is fine, but I don't know. So I thought, okay, I'll get a packet of this and do that. So that's part of my haul. now to my cross stitch stuff. My partial finish is my Mill Hill Letters to Santa. I need to put something behind it or you won't be able to see it. And I just have to do the beading. So I got in 8 beads so far. I can't do the beading where I sit because the beads would just disappear. So yesterday I went to cross stitch and I couldn't find my scissors, the ones that I keep there. I have scissors several places, but I couldn't find them. And I had them day before yesterday, you know, and I always pick everything up and put it away before I go to bed, right? So that it's where I expect it to be the next day. And where are my scissors? So I looked for them almost all day. Maybe they fell down here. Are they under the couch? Are they in the couch? Now, I don't normally keep them on the couch, but at some points that day I had them on the couch instead of on the table or where I normally keep them. And I was like, I don't remember them falling, you know, and because if they fall, I pick them up immediately. Couldn't find them. Finally, I was taking this out from where I had it, and there is a magnet in here, and it had grabbed my scissors, and so my scissors was stuck to this. Oh, yeah. So this is almost done, and this has been one cursed piece of cross stitch, let me tell you. And has nothing to do with the perforated paper or the pattern. It's just, I would just keep doing it wrong. Yeah, that's all it was. So now it is closing in on a finish. Now, am I excited to try another Mill Hill kit? Absolutely not. But like I said, I don't blame the Mill Hill kit. It was me, because it's not like I don't have to unstitch many things, because I do. But the 2 finishes I have, one of them is Autumn Leaves Abound. Let me fold this in half so you can see it better. This is done on 32 count Murana Corée in mustard. And I used, I don't know what I used. I used a yellow thread. I just went through my stash and found one that was kind of goldy yellow and used that. Lemon drops. So one of my autumn berries finally finished. And my other finish is Foxy Fall. Now, when I posted this on social media, I didn't realize that I had left off a few stitches right here. And I don't know why I left them off. I thought I was done. I had it, instead of 1 stitch in here, I put it 1 stitch in there. Okay, done. But I fixed it. So that's my other finish. I just love him. Isn't he cute? Can't wait to fully finish him. And going back to the autumn berries. So the one I finished was this one. The one I'm going to start on is this one. And I kept putting the threads, the called for threads, up against the fabric I was going to use. Stop it. Up against the fabric I was going to use. Yeah, definitely not the called for fabric, right? Now, this thread right here does show up barely on here. And I haven't decided if I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with that or if I'm just going to leave it fabric colored. I might fill it in just because there's some places on the edge here where it's not surrounded by the gold. The gold color is not the color, I'm not going to use the color that I used before. I'm going to use the called for. But I went to the attic to get, my goodness, never ready here. I went to the attic to get some of the called for threads for it. And they didn't have one. That's okay. But I chose, I tried the orange up against it, and I just didn't like it. They had to, the orange wasn't in stock, but the sweet potato, it wasn't in stock. But, you know, they gave me similar colors in a different brand. And I'm like, that is going to clash, orange against this. Mm-mm. So I am making my pumpkin top this color, which will look fantastic, right? So and it'll look good with the called for the little gold things, which is the little flowers inside are different gold than the little dots on the bottom. I mean the little grid on the bottom. But I think it'll all look good. Let me see if I can pull out those threads. I did a lot of examining. So chickpea is what's used. Weeks Dye Works chickpea is what's used to make the grid down below, and that's this color right here. So, that's those two colors. These are just going to be near each other, not on top of each other. And then the little flowers are whiskey. So that was one I already had. Oh my. I have it here somewhere. I can't find it. Anyway, I think that'll look fine in this spot because it's going to be surrounded by that yellow. And I'm probably not going to use I think this is yeah, it's cinnamon twist. I don't think it's going to show up. It might. I put some threads of it out there. It might. So I'm going to have to stitch a few stitches. If it doesn't show up, I'll pick something. I have lots of threads. And then I bought more. So, these are some of the threads that are used in this one and in the other one, the next one. But this is the, goodness gracious. This is the thread that's used in those little in that grid. Barely shows up. But with that grid marking it, I think it'll show up enough to indicate the edge of it, you know, because your eye will fill in a little bit. So, yeah. So that being said, I went ahead and did a new start. Right there. I think that Garrison green shows up okay. It's all going to be a little dark except for the top of that pumpkin with the white instead. If I do use a yellow, you know, instead of the cinnamon twist, which I might, it won't be this bright yellow. I think I'll choose something a little more oranger, for a better word, you know, something darker, just to have that same feel of those others. These colors that she chose for this, all of these, well, not the vanilla custard, but, oh goodness, bending over, not recommended. Okay, so I did not do these like this. That's the way they were when I bought them. So, just saying. These colors have a certain mood. So, since I'm using these, some of these, I want to make sure that if I need to replace cinnamon twist, which is this one, that I pick something with similar mood to the rest of them. But I'm excited about working on it. There's Whiskey. That's the color that's inside, that's going to be inside this. So I think that'll look nice. I might end up using this color to do the letters, the words, and because that's a pretty color. So lots of figuring that I wouldn't have to do if I used the fabric that was suggested, right? But I am happy with the fabric. So that is my other berry. And then, oops, I didn't put that away. Oh well. I worked some more. Oh dear. One of my pattern pictures fell underneath the couch. I worked some more on Lemon Cat. And it's on the same fabric as the Foxy Falls. So let me see if I can. So that's all the bigger it is. This right here is right in here. Or right in here. I don't remember which. And then this is more than halfway across his little head. So, yeah, he's very small. But he's so cute. Love him. I've got to get this folded the right way or it won't lay flat. Okay, so, my last whip is Black Cat. And I did contact the designer, which is CrossStitchingForFun. They're Ukrainian designer, but one of them lives in Ukraine. The other one lives in Russia. So you cannot buy them from Etsy anymore. You have to contact their CrossStitchingForFun Facebook page and contact them in there. And it's not like you can see all of their designs, but you can scroll down and find some, and they have some beautiful autumn bookmarks that just came out. Just absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I did contact her, and she sent me a reversed portion, a reverse thing of the pattern. And she said, you don't have to pay me, but she gave me a link to if I wanted to just send money to Ukraine. And so as soon as I get a monthly check. As soon as my monthly check comes in, yeah, they're getting some money. But this is where I am so far. Sorry about the thread, but it's on. I didn't go through the thing, but here, I will. Oh, goodness. So, we've had a lot of rain. So it's not as hot as it's been. Technically. But that means the air conditioner is not coming on. And so, yeah, it's getting warm in here already. And it's still morning. So here I am on this. So I've come around here. And so there's some swirlies in here and something here in the tail. Or the tail. I don't know. The tail is over here. So I think it's going to look beautiful. And then to have the other one on the other side, I am so excited. Hopefully they'll fit. I will be able to tell if they'll fit by how far the tail goes over toward here. Now, if it doesn't cross this fold, then I can do it as is. Otherwise, I'll have to find some way to overlap them. But I'm very happy. So I have not worked on it a long time, the days that I've worked on it except yesterday. But I've done the Whip Go challenge. But what I'm going to do is just keep working on it until the 15th. And then I'll pick up and call a good night because I really do want to have that done. So I want them both done very badly, but look at that. Look at that kitty. I don't know why this isn't even. I think because there's something underneath. Yeah, because of this underneath. So I have to put in these swirlies in here. This one, I think. I don't know. And I definitely need to put in this. And then the tail. So. And my sister, I was trying to decide what to work on while we were filming our YouTube, our Three Sisters creative video. And she said, well, why don't you work on that, you know? And I said, because I had to take out so much of it because it you know, it's 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and it's real easy to not realize where you are, even if I'm marking it as I go on the, I have it in Pattern Keeper. So I said, I want to be able to just concentrate on it so that I don't have to pull out threads again. And as it was, I had to adjust the pattern. So I'm going to have to remember where I had to adjust it so that I have to do, so I do the same thing on the other cat. So, yeah. So, just a couple more things and then the giveaway. Okay. While I was at the attic, I said, I want to participate in the sampler cross-stitch camp. But I don't really know anything about samplers. And I said, can you help me find a small sampler? And after talking with them some time, I got this. Now, I'm going to do this one for the sampler, and this one for my berryseasonal. So on this, you can't really see the bee's wings at all. So I probably get something a little bit darker to do this on, but I really like the colors and everything. Not that I have any of them. It comes with the little scissors and 2 buttons. I think this one, and I think there's one on here. Isn't that cute? And I feel like it's doable for me. I know we have until the end of the year, but I don't know. You can see the bee's wings more on this one. They're stitched on legacy linen, so it could be just the lighting, but they're stitched on 32 count, so I'll see what I have. I might have to go get something they're linen. It's from her Linen Berries collection or something, I think. No, it was made for a class or a retreat, and they did this as well right here, and this pattern is there too, to make this little square for this little scissor block. Which they sewed on silk gauze. They stitched on silk gauze. Original retreat project. I am not using silk gauze to stitch on. I make too many mistakes. And then a high school friend sent my sisters and I some goodies in the mail. They have theirs. So she sent 2 things of fabric. I chose this one. My sister has the other one. She sent 2 threads. I have this one. And she sent 3 little bags. And I chose this one. Well, technically I let my sisters choose theirs, and I took the last one because they were all cute. But I wanted this one. Isn't that a cute pull? And it's got a little handle. Isn't that great? So thank you, Vicki. I really love it. And now it is time to do the giveaway. So I haven't mailed the other one in case I have the same person, But sorry. Every time you think you have stuff. Sorry. I have to take my sister somewhere with a death certificate, so fun. Okay, so what are we doing? We are doing the giveaway. Yes, we are. Okay, so we have 3 people. This is the spring berries pattern. I have sounds on this time. Okay, Chris. Down below, you'll find a link for my email. Email me your physical address so that I can send this to you. Okay? And hopefully, I'll be able to get all this stuff going soon. Like today. Hopefully. So, thank you guys. Thank you for bearing with me during all of this. And my inability to think straight. I know it's worse today than it was before, but thank you so much for everything, and I'll talk to you next week. Happy stitching.